So as welcome the back and in the previous video we have seen the introduction of the cranial nerve, and that basics concept of the cranial nerve we have covered. Okay, and after that I think you don't have any problem in the functional column. Okay, how to write the functional column for every cranial nerve. Okay, so today we are going to discuss in this lecture we are going to discuss the cranial number third and the fourth. Third cranial nerve, that is the third and the fourth. Okay, and oculomotor and the trochlear nerve. Okay, we are going to see. So one thing I want to tell you that third cranial nerve, it is the very easiest cranial nerve. Okay, and if you know the third cranial nerve, it means you can write very easily fourth cranial nerve, right? And the sixth cranial nerve also is very easy. Why I am telling all these three? Why I am not telling about fifth? Because you know the nerve supply of the extraocular muscles, right? That is the SO4, LR6, all other by third, 3, right? Third. So third, fourth, and sixth, these muscles, this cranial nerve is supplying to the muscles of the eye, right? So course is mostly it's similar, right? But mostly similar in the cranial number third and the fourth. Okay, sixth cranial number, some there is difference, different course. We will cover that, no problem. In this video, we are going to see the cranial number third and the fourth. Okay, so cranial number starting with third. Third cranial nerve. Can you tell me the name of this? Yes, this is the oculomotor, right? Can you tell me whether it is sensory, motor, or the mix? It is the motor. You know why? Because in the previous video I have told you which is the motor, which is the sensory, and which is the mix. Okay, so you know. No need to tell other things. Now, cranial nerve, you know there is a 12 pair of the cranial nerve. Out of them, 2 are arising from the forebrain, right? And remaining 10 from the brainstem. In the brainstem, this is the first and second cranial nerve which arise from the forebrain, right? And other, I mean after the third, fourth, fifth, they are from the brainstem, right? So this is the first nerve which arises from the brainstem. I mean first is number wise. So it is arising from the brainstem. Which part of the brainstem? Yeah, mid brain, right? So from the midbrain. And one more thing, that in the midbrain, at the level of what? At the level of superior collicus, right? Very important thing, at the level of superior collicus, right? So what will happen? What is this superior collicus, inferior collicus? Okay, it is the level in the midbrain. Okay, when we will read the cut section of the brainstem and the cut section of the midbrain, right? In that, what we will see, there is one cut section. Okay, that is at the level of superior collicus. So when I will draw at the level of superior collicus one diagram, then which now I will show? Yeah, I will show the third cranial nerve. Okay, so third cranial nerve arising from the midbrain at the level of the superior collicus. Okay, and it is the motor type of cranial nerve. Okay, so nucleus and the functional column is very important things, right? So can you tell me the functional column for this third cranial nerve? Functional column, right? Yeah, tell me. Functional column. So you all know in the previous video what we have discussed. Okay, so tell me one thing. This oculomotor is supplying where? It's supplying to the extraocular muscles of the eye, right? Yes, extraocular muscles of eye. What is the nerve supply for that? Yeah, that you know. SO4, LR6, all other by third. Okay, so all other by thirds. Okay, so I think it's visible. Okay, so all other by thirds cranial nerve, right? So actually what happens, see here, we are talking about this third cranial nerve. After that we will talk about the fourth, and after the sixth. Okay, so that's why I told this cranial nerves, no, this all are the related, right, with each other. So if you know the third cranial nerve, you can write the fourth, and if you are covered with third and fourth, you can write very easily sixth cranial nerve. Okay, yes. So now tell me one thing. third cranial nerve, right? Extraocular muscles होता है. So it is derived from the somites, right? Somites. So there is which kind of fiber? Yeah, you know. Okay, I should not waste the time. Okay, general somatic efferent, right? Yeah. General somatic efferent. Am I right? General somatic efferent. Okay, that is called GSE. Can you tell me one more fibers is there? Functional column? Yeah. Yes. Tell me. That is. You know that general visceral efferent, that is for parasympathetic. Okay, and parasympathetic is supplied to that fiber is supplied to the glands. Yeah, parotid gland. Yeah, optic ganglion. Oh, mandibular ganglion. Okay, and lacrimal gland. Okay, so there is one ciliary ganglion. Okay, fibers carrying from one nucleus is there, no, for cranial number third. Okay, from there fibers is carrying by third cranial nerve. Am I right? And it's relay into the ciliary ganglion, right? So that is which kind of fibers? Yeah, general visceral efferent. Okay, this you all know, GVE, right? So there is GSE and GVE, two types of fibers, right? Okay, this is the functional column. Now what we have to see? We have to see the cause. Okay, so for the cause, I want to tell you one thing. So for the cause, I want that. Do you know the blood supply of the brain? Have you seen that video? Okay, I uploaded the video. Okay, that video is very important, and I discussed there already for the third cranial nerve. Okay, I told when I will explain the course of the third cranial nerve. Okay, it is the very important point. I don't know whether you have seen or not. Just briefly, the nerve supply of the brain. Just briefly. See here. These both are the vertebral artery. Am I right? And this is the basilar artery. Am I right? Yes. What is the terminal branches of the basilar artery? PCA. And here is one branch that is called what? SCA. What is this PCA? See, one thing. Here is the midbrain. Somewhat here is your midbrain. Right? Yeah. And here is the pons, and here is the medulla oblongata. Am I right? Yes. So here is the midbrain, and after midbrain, what is there? Cerebral, right? So this is the posterior cerebral artery, posterior cerebral artery, and this is the superior cerebellar artery, right? Supplying to the cerebellum. Am I right? Yes. So what I have explained that I told you somewhat here is the third cranial nerve. Somewhat here. So, if examiner is asking, tell me the structure which present between the PCA and SCE. What will be your answer? These two. One, this third nerve, and here is the fourth nerve, right? So, third nerve, and here is the fourth nerve. So, after this we are going to discuss the fourth nerve. Okay. So, this thing you should remember. Now see here, origin. Sorry, cause. It's from midbrain. Yes. Now, fibers, here the one nucleus, and fibers is going come out from the midbrain, and it runs between posterior cerebellum artery and superior cerebellar artery, right? You can see from here, right? You can see from here. So no problem, right? After that, what happened? I want to rough this part, right? So fibers and everything, you know, that is very simple. Now you are very clear with that fibers. Now you remember one thing, okay? Just for remembering, okay? How you have to remember the third cranial nerve? That here is your cranial number, and here is your alphabet. Alphabet ABC. Yeah. Why? Just let me write here. First cranial nerve. Here is second cranial nerve. Here is the third cranial nerve. Right? Here is A. Here is B, and here is C. So you have to remember these things. Third cranial nerve. The moment you think third cranial nerve, what should come in your mind? C. C means cavernous sinus, right? So this C means cavernous cavernous sinus, right? So somewhere here, somewhat here, cavernous sinus is here. Am I right? Yeah. And this is the lateral one. This is the lateral one. Okay. So fibers runs between these two arteries. After that, it's pierce the dura mater. You know this cavernous sinus is inside that, right? So pierce the dura mater. After that, it runs. It's entered into the lateral wall of the cranial nerve, right? Lateral wall of the cranial nerve, and it's come out from here. Okay. You tell me this third cranial nerve, oculomotor. Okay, name itself suggesting, right? So we have to supply to the eyes, right? So eye is somewhat here. Eye is somewhat here. Okay, here is what? One thing that is called. Here is. This is the one thing, and that is called what? Superior orbital fissures. Okay, and here is one ring. You know that ring, okay? 10 rings. What actually happened? These fibers anterior to this cavernous sinus, it's dividing into the two parts. Two parts. Okay, and it enter through this superior orbital fissures, enter into the orbit through this. Right? See, it's going. Right? Now, this is the two divisions. This is called upper divisions. Upper division, and here is the lower division. Right? Now the upper division is supplying to which part? Yeah, it's supplying to the which? Two muscles. Which one is the LPS and second is RS. What is the LPS? Levator palpebrae superioris, right? And RS is not RS, SR. Superior recti, right? Yeah. Now this lower part is supplying to the three muscles. This is the lower. This is the inferior. Am I right? This is the inferior. So if it is inferior, so it will supply to the inferior muscles. Inferior oblique, right? Very good. Inferior recti first. After that, inferior oblique muscles. And here is superior recti. Here is the inferior recti. What will be here? Medial recti. Am I right? Yes. Medial recti. So what we have seen. Listen very carefully. Cos. And see, this fiber is supplying to the extraocular muscles of the eye. It means which fiber? Here is two type of fiber, no? Here, see here, G S E, general somatic efferent, which supplying to the extraocular muscles. Yeah. So this fiber in the red, okay. This fiber is the GSE. What about general visceral efferent? What about? So let me draw here. Fibers from here. It will go like this. Which fibers? GVS fibers. Okay, same things. See, this both fiber collectively called what? Oculomotor nerve, no? Yeah. So this is what? Oculomotor nerve. Okay. I discussed first this first fiber, after that discussing this fibers. Okay. So it's going up to this. Okay. After that it's give company to this inferior or lower divisions, right? Lower divisions. And it supply to what? Okay. It will supply to the, see, I want to remove this part, and it will relay into what? Ciliary ganglion. This is the ciliary ganglion. Am I right? Yeah. From ciliary ganglion, fibers will arise and it will supply to the which structures? Here is one muscle that is called ciliaris muscles, and here is one another muscles. Okay. So actually, basic thing is it is supplying to the. See, this is here is the oculomotor nerve, and the oculomotor nerve has these two fibers. Okay. Constricted pupillae. Here is the constricted pupillae. One muscle is that is called constricted pupillae, and this is the ciliaris muscles. Ciliaris muscles, right? Now tell me, name of the nucleus, tell me. Can I tell? See, this nucleus for the somatic efferent. So you can tell just it is the somatic motor nucleus. You can tell somatic motor nucleus, or you can tell nucleus for the oculomotor nucleus, right? And this nucleus is somewhat special, and that is called what? That is the Edinger-Westphal nucleus, right? Yeah. So these two are nucleus, two fibers. You are very thorough with these fibers. And how to remember the course? Yeah, see here between the two arteries. So remember this thing. After taking origin from the midbrain, these fibers come out and it runs between the two artery, posterior cerebral artery and the posterior cerebral artery and the superior cerebellar artery, and it pierces the dura mater. After that, the moment you think third cranial number, what should come in your mind? Cavernous sinus. It enters into the lateral wall of the cavernous sinus, and anterior part of cavernous sinus, it's divided into two divisions, upper division and lower divisions, which enter into the orbit through the superior orbital fissures covered by this within this tendinous rings, and it's applied to how you have to remember that I explained, right? And here see, this you should remember just for memory purpose, right? So this is the course of the third cranial nerve. You know the nucleus, you know the course, whether it is sensory or motor, you know, right? Supplying which structure, you know. Now what we have to know? We have to know something that is called clinical aspects, right? So what is the clinical things? So I want to rough this part, right? So clinical things. Now here you have to remember, there is many questions has been asked in the entrance exam. See here, you just consider this nucleus and this both nucleus, right? So this is the nucleus for the oculomotor nucleus. Oculomotor nucleus. Listen very careful. This is the oculomotor, third cranial nerve. Now what I am going to discuss. One thing remember. We know there is superior recti. Okay. So fibers which supply the superior recti muscles, it cross the nucleus opposite sides, and after that it's meet with this third cranial nerve, and it's going along with this cranial nerve. Okay. So what I want to tell you, see here. This is the right, this is the left. Right? This is the right side, this is the left side. Now right side, see the cranial nerve is going from here. So right side superior recti muscles is supplied by fibers which arise from this left side, and it enters into the right nucleus. After that it's coming like this, right? Now left side superior recti is supplied by fibers which came from the right nucleus. After that in the left, and after that it will be like this. Okay, why I am discussing this? Because one time question has been asked that if there is right side nucleus injury, if there is this right side nucleus injured, which superior recti will affect, right side or left side? So you just think, here this thing is going out, here is injury in this nucleus, right side. So left side superior recti is supplied by fibers which coming from the right nucleus, but right nucleus here is injured, there is lesions in this right nucleus. So left side superior recti will be affected, right? So left side superior recti, it will affected. But see here properly. What I said, fibers for the superior recti, if it is coming from the left nucleus, it enter into the right nucleus. After that only it's come down. Fibers which arise from the right side also it will enter into the opposite nucleus. Then only it's going down. Okay, now tell, if there is right nucleus injured, if there is damage in this nucleus damage, so left side fiber cannot enter into the right side. If it is cannot enter into the right side, how it will come there? You got it, my point. This nucleus get damaged. Okay, it's injured. Now fibers from the left side, fibers for the superior recti which arise from the left side, it cannot enter into the right nucleus because there is a lesions. So what? So right side superior recti will also not working properly. So both right side and left side recti will be affected. It doesn't mean which nucleus is getting injured. Can you follow me? Yes. So this is the things about for the third cranial number which we have to remember. Now one thing is the if there is third cranial now injured, what features can what will be the features, right? So you have to think about these features. And this I discussed. Now features of the third cranial now. Features of third cranial, not third cranial now, third cranial now injury. If there is any injury, what will be happen? First thing, you remember P, PD, PDO. Yes, what is that? P, PD, PDO. P means ptosis. PD means pupil, dilated. So dilated pupil will be there. PDO means pupil. D means down. O means outside. So pupil is the down and outside. And outside, right? So down means down and outside. Okay, why there is down and outside? You know muscles. You know the muscles, extraocular muscles of the eye. Okay, which supplied by SO4, LR6, all other by 3. Here is the reason in the third cranial nerve, right? So superior oblique, which is supplied by fourth cranial nerve. That is the right. Fourth cranial nerve is functional. Here is the third only got damage, no? So superior, this is down for the superior oblique because of superior oblique which is supplied by third. And outside, no, I will move outside, okay, which is why SO4 LR, lateral rectus, and which is supplied by sixth. Okay, yeah. Now here is the ptosis. Okay, why here is the ptosis? Because of LPS, levator palpebral superior. Okay, pupil dilated. So which muscles will be affected? Can I tell? Sphincter pupillae will be affected. Okay, SP, sphincter pupillae, SP muscles will be affected, right? Now tell me the second features. Can I tell loss of accommodation reflex. Okay, loss of accommodation reflex. Okay, now I am concentrating to the camera. Okay, if somebody is come inside, somebody come between me and the camera. Okay, I have to look at that point, right? Like this. I have to see it. Okay, so what? My eyeball is now concentrating on the camera. After that, it will be medial convergence. Okay, and which is called medial convergence. Medial convergent, it done by medial recti. Okay, which is supplied by third cranial nerve. Okay, see here lower divisions, right? So third cranial nerve get injured. So accommodation reflex also loss of the accommodation reflex. Okay, medial recti has gone. Okay, you know all the accommodation reflex. Okay, I should not discuss. Okay, so these all are the cranial number thirds. Now you tell me one thing. What you have to remember in the third cranial number? You know the how to write the functional column. Okay, you know the nucleus. After that, course, two arteries, and one thing is two arteries, and one thing is this is the third cranial nerve. So ABC. क्या करना sinus? Finish. Okay. Now you tell me. See, blood supply of the brain is very important and you have to watch that video, right? Now, can you tell me one thing, sir? Why this third cranial nerve getting injured? See here. Here is the artery, posterior cerebral artery, and here is the superior cerebellar artery. If there is any aneurysm in this artery, and you know, see, this is the like this view, and this is the vertebrobasilar system. You know, after that carotid system is here. So between this rod, there is a posterior communicating artery is there, which is going through at the level of this, okay, that side. So any aneurysm in the posterior communicating artery, okay, will lead to this third now injury, right? Yeah, we have to discuss about now fourth cranial nerve. Can you tell me something about fourth cranial nerve? What you know about fourth cranial nerve? One thing, see here, fourth cranial nerve, that is the trochlear, right? Here is the fourth cranial nerve. What is that? Trochlear. Trochlear. I am telling course of the third and fourth cranial nerve is the same, right? It is the motor or sensory? It is the motor. What we have to discuss about this? See here. See here. I am here. You just assume that this is your midbrain. Just assume this is your midbrain, right? Here is one nucleus. This is also motor, but third cranial nerve arises from at the level of superior collicus. Here it is at the level of inferior colliculus. Inferior colliculus, right? Yes. So, and one thing, see here, from it is the only cranial nerve which arises from, which come out from the brain in the dorsal aspect. Okay. So here I am going to write the features. Feature, right? First features. It is the only one which come from the dorsal aspect, and if it's coming from dorsal aspect, so it has, yeah, longest intracranial course. Longest intracranial course. Can you see here? What is this? Internal. See, decussation is present, right? So internal decussation is here. This supplying to which structures? Remember, it's supplying to the only one thing, that is the SO, superior oblique. Okay, very important thing. Cranial number 4 supplying only this SO, superior oblique, right? So supplying where? Here. What is the nucleus? I will tell you. What is the fibers and all? We are going to talk about. Okay. So supplying only these structures, right? So, and it is the slender type, or it is very small. These all are the features of the fourth cranial nerve, trochlear. Okay. Can you tell me? Yes. Tell me here. Functional column. Tell me. Functional column. Now I know you all are very genius. It's applying to the extraocular muscles. Oh, somites. Okay, general somatic efferent, right? So general somatic efferent, right? There is no specific nucleus for the fourth cranial nerve. Okay, trochlear nucleus. Okay, and functional is here. Now what we have to discuss? We have to discuss the course. Okay. Let me talk about that course. Tell me the course of this. You know the course of the third cranial nerve. Okay, same things. We should not waste our time. So, because we know, okay, from here fibers will come out. Here is the fibers. It runs between two arteries. Yeah, you know, posterior cerebral artery and the superior cerebellar artery, right? Yes. After that, you know what I told you. If you know the third cranial nerve, it means you can write everything, right? So third cranial nerve, C, cavernous sinus. Here is also cavernous sinus. Don't worry. Okay. So something here is your cavernous sinus, right? This is your lateral wall, right? So what will happen? It will pierce the dura mater and enter into the lateral wall of the cavernous sinus, and you know what will be here? This is what? This is the superior orbital fissures. Okay, and here is the tendinous ring, but it enter, here is the your orbit, somewhat here. Okay, here is your superior oblique. So it's enter in from here and it's supplying to the superior oblique. So it's enter from here means supralateral aspect. Okay, This is the very important things. Yeah. This thing is the supralateral compartment. Supralateral compartment, and it's supplying to the superior oblique muscles. Right? Do you have any problem in this? No. So course is the very simple. Third and fourth cranial nerve, the course is the same, but the difference is the third cranial nerve arises from where? Superior collicus, and this fourth cranial nerve inferior collicus. Am I right or not? Yes. After that, two arteries, cavernous sinus, okay, lateral wall. But that third cranial nerve enter into the orbit through the superior orbital fissures within the tendinous ring, right? But this is the supralateral aspect, and it's supplying to the esophagus. Both are motor. Yes, course maximum 90%, 95% course is the same, no problem. Okay, after that what we have to discuss? Fibers you told, no? Here is fibers. Here is the nucleus. This is the nucleus for trochlea. Okay, no specific name. Nucleus of trochlea. Nucleus of the trochlea. Now tell me, what else you want? Clinical aspect? Okay, let me talk about clinical aspect. So, one time question has been asked, if there is injury in the fourth cranial nerve, now what patient should do? Should patient tilt his hand in the same side or opposite side? What is your answer? Think. See here. A fourth cranial nerve supplying to the superior oblique muscles. Superior oblique is here. Okay, it's supplying to the superior oblique muscles. It means what? It means what? Superior oblique. It is for intorsions. Intorsions, right? If there is an injury in the superior orbital, this muscles, superior oblique muscles, not oblique, superior oblique muscles. Okay, intorsions will not be there. What will happen? Muscles will go outside. Okay, extorsions, right? So what will happen? Extorsions. Extorsion. If there is extorsion, right? Like I have fourth cranial nerve problems. Okay, injury. So what will happen? I will go to the where? In the lateral sides. Okay, so if patient tilt his head in the same side, what will happen? Patient is also going laterally, right? And his eye will go more laterally. So more extorsions. So there is blurring of the region or blurring or the diplopia will occur, right? But if patient is tilt his hand in the opposite side like this, opposite side, so what happened? He is going like medial side, right? Not like medial, but he is doing like this. So his eye will move to the medial, okay, and it will come to the normal position, and then patient can see very easily. Am I right? So what patient have to do? Should tilt head on opposite or same side? Opposite sides. Opposite side. Right? Yeah. So I think I have covered everything. So can you tell me quickly what we have read? See, thing is third cranial nerve. I used to tell that third cranial nerve is with the cavernous sinus. C means cavernous sinus over. Okay, so between two arteries, after taking origin from the two midbrain, it's come out and it runs between two arteries. Okay, and after that it will pierce the dura mater and the C means cavernous sinus lateral wall, and it will divide into two parts and it will enter into the eyes through the superior orbit. Finish. Okay, in the fourth cranial nerve same, but inferior collicus. Okay, so this is the things which we should discuss. Okay, so extorsion, intorsions, held in on the opposite side, everything we have covered. Okay, supralateral compartment and everything, cavernous sinus, accommodation, reflex, and the process and everything we have covered, right? So I hope you all like this video. Okay, so the moment you think third cranial nerve, what should come in your mind? I am repeating this third time. Cavernous sinus, A, B, C, C. So this cavernous sinus for third cranial nerve, fourth cranial nerve, and sixth cranial nerve. You think about sixth cranial nerve. That is LR. That's supplied to the lateral rectus. LR. Lateral recti, no. So that is in the eye. So it will also come like this. Okay. Course is the same, but we will talk there in some different way. Okay. So course and everything, there is some similarities. Okay, we will talk that, and I hope this is more than enough, right? So thank you very much. Okay, so thank you.